How to stop being a people's pleaser. Being a people's pleaser is someone that wants to make others feel good about themselves. It's someone that takes the blame even though it isn't their fault, just to calm the situation. And when it comes to being a people's pleaser, it is a very interesting characteristic. It is a blessing in some extent because you are someone that truly cares about others, and we need more people like that in this world. But unfortunately, if you are a people's pleaser, sometimes you get hurt because you let go of your boundaries, you care too much about other individuals and put your own health at detrimental risk. And thus in this video, I want to talk about how to stop being a people's pleaser. And I'm not telling you to completely stop doing it, because sometimes we do it because it makes us feel good about ourselves when we're helping others, when we're pleasing other individuals. But this video is designed for those individuals, though people pleasers without any limit. And thus, I hope this video will help you to find some boundaries, find some sanity, and allow you to build more healthy and meaningful relationships. And thus, with that said, let's get started. Number 1, establish boundaries. So this is almost the biggest point and the most important tip when it comes to this video. It's very important to establish boundaries, because if you're someone that wants to please other individuals, if you're someone that wants to take care of other individuals, you still need to establish boundaries, not only for yourself, because if you're not going to have any sort of boundaries, people will take advantage of you, people will let you do things you don't want to do, and thus over the long term, this will be very detrimental for your health. And generally speaking, also for yourself, if you have your own boundaries and you say, yeah, I'm only going to help this person for 5 to 10 minutes. If it's more than 10 minutes, I unfortunately can't do it because I've got other things to do. What will happen is that you'll be more likely to say no, even though you want to help other individuals, even though you are people's pleaser, you still have your boundaries, and if it doesn't fit your agenda, you unfortunately can't do it. Number 2, start small, because for some of us, we've been people pleasers our whole life, and thus taking such a huge step can be very scary, and thus it's very important to take those small steps, take those small measurements to build your confidence and get more comfortable in your own skin. Because unfortunately, when it comes to some individuals that are people pleasers, they've been used to doing this the whole life, and thus they don't really have their own identity, they don't really have their own characteristics, their own values. They usually go off of other people's beliefs, and instead of having their own boundaries, their own way of thinking, their own lifestyle, they always readjust themselves to other individuals. And if you want to have more control over your life and want to stop being a people's pleaser, it is very important to do this in very small steps, because for most of us it can be very scary, too intense, too much to do it all at once, and thus sometimes it's better to take those small steps. Slowly start to express your own opinions on the little things other people don't really care about, or it doesn't really matter, because this way you build your own confidence and you realize that people will appreciate you for you. You don't always have to please other individuals to be a part of the group, and over time you build your own character, you form your own opinions, and over the long term you're a boss of your own life. Number 3, set goals and priorities. Now it's time for you to change your own life. Set goals and priorities, because a lot of times what you see with people pleasers is that they live their lives for others. They don't have their own goals, they don't have their own priorities, and even if they have some certain goals, they are based on helping other individuals. They are based on following other individuals' priorities. But if you're someone that wants to stop being this person, if you're someone that wants to stop being a people's pleaser, it is time to set your own goals and have priorities. It's time for you to prosper in life, but you can only do that if you change your mindset, write your goals down, establish your priorities, and over the long term, this will allow you to stop being a people's pleaser. Number 4, your time is priceless. There's enough money in the world, there's enough people in this world, but there's not enough time for you in this world. Time is limited, and thus it's very important that you value your own time. Because if you are gonna help someone, a general nice gesture we as humans do, it is very important to know that the other individual appreciates your time. Ask the other individual how much time it will take. Ask the other individual how much effort it will take. Because at the end of the day, your time is valuable, and other individuals need to respect your time. And thus, if you want to stop being a people's pleaser, don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let other individuals suck your time up, because this way, over the long term, it will be detrimental for you. Number 5, relationships involving giving and taking. So if you're someone that wants to stop being a people's pleaser, you need to understand that every single relationship consists of receiving something and also giving back. And if you're someone that's constantly giving back, if you're someone that's constantly putting the effort, you need to stop that if you're not receiving anything back, because that clearly means that the other individual doesn't respect you. They don't respect your time, they don't respect you as a person, they think that you're worthless. And thus, if you're someone that wants to stop being a people's pleaser, you need to assess your own relationships and see whether you're actually receiving something back. It doesn't always have to be monetary, it doesn't always have to be love. Sometimes it can even be entertainment or company, and that's all you need. But it's very important to assess your relationships. Look at them, try to assess whether the other individual is giving you something back, and if they don't do that, maybe it's time to move on. And that's pretty much the end of this video. So those were 5 tips on how you can stop being a people's pleaser. And if you found this video useful and informative, please leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and also consider to hit the subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate your time and hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.